Hey, what's up everybody? Chris Fox here with Soul by Fox. Today, we are at Viva Life Healing Center. This place really hits home. Dr. Jason Chiriano just completed my stem cell treatments and the results are just unbelievable. So I just wanted to bring you into his office and let him share a little bit of what's being done here. You know, this holistic approach to medicine is becoming more mainstream, but I don't think enough people know about, the benefits and things that he offers here. What it's done for me to overcome my injuries and get back in the gym and get back to my happy life is just something that I'm truly passionate about and just want to share. So let's go in and talk to the doc. So we're here with Dr. Jason Chiriano, and I'm so grateful to bring you into his office and have him explain some of the procedures that I had done that were so successful for me and me physically getting back to the life that I strive to have.
Yeah, you had a good result. So I'm Dr. Chiriano. I own Viva Life Healing Centers. We're a full stop regenerative medicine center. We believe that if you create the right environment for the body, we can get you to heal. So I wanted to talk to you a little about Chris's case. So when Chris came in, he wasn't doing very well at all. So, right?
I can barely walk.
So he had a really bad knee problem. He had an elbow problem. You were dealing with some other issues as well. So, and I think you were a little nervous when you came in, right?
I was extremely nervous.
You didn't know what to expect, and I think you may have even been a little skeptical.
Yeah. Well, all that to be true, but that's why it's so important for me to come and showcase you and what you've done for me, because others need to know. And like I said, if I can go through it, there was no pain involved. It was just a little bit of time commitment on my part, consistency of getting here, but yeah, I would do it again a million times over and may, need to in the future. I don't know.
Well, hopefully not. Right? Yeah. This is designed to be permanent. So again, if you can get the body to heal and regenerate, then that's the goal without medicine or surgery. I think too many times these days people get thrown into pain management. They get doled out prescriptions. No one addresses anything about lifestyle. Nobody addresses anything about regeneration of tissue. So, through our protocols, we've been able to create amazing results with both non-invasive and invasive modalities, which is what you got.
Sure.
So we can walk through some of those modalities, but in essence, what you got was a non-invasive joint regeneration along with regenerative biologics, which were the stem cells, exosomes, and then you got acoustic shockwave therapy, red light therapy, as well as the vibration and frequency healing, and a pulsed electromagnetic field therapy. So all of that was able to regenerate your joint and get you back to where you needed to be. Right?
Yeah, and I think that's really important for people to understand. I mean, I see how drastically my life, was negatively affected by an injury. And for me, that affects my mental health quickly. It removed me of having a quality of life that I, enjoy.
Right.
So I just see so many people not wanting to do surgery or not wanting to do some of those things that are scary to them. Like, I want them to see this as an option to get their life back.
Right.
You don't need to live with an injured knee or elbow like I, had experienced. Like, it's important to get out there, get healthy, and get happy, and I think you've given me that back. And
Well, and I think you touched on something really important. When people are in chronic pain, it's just not the physical that gets affected. See, the emotional, the mental, the not wanting to be able to do anything, feeling trapped, feeling like there's no hope. And then, the United States is great for healthcare, like number one healthcare in the world probably. But when it comes to pain management, we're last in the world. And nobody wants to deal with it. Again, it just goes back to prescriptions. We have an opiate epidemic because nobody wants to deal with these things. And so people are walking around depressed on opiates, not being able to exercise. And that leads to a lot of mental health and depression and anxiety and even loss of work and income and wages that people just don't need to.
It's a negative landslide.
Yeah. And so if we can break that cycle and start with getting rid of the physical pain, then emotionally and mentally people we found do a lot better and their lives just totally get back on track. So I've been really proud of what we do in that arena. I'm so glad to see you doing as well as you're doing right now.
So I'm so grateful for you, and I'm grateful for you to help others, and that's why it's so important for me to get the word out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go show them some of the things that we've done.
Okay. This room right here is what we call our red light room. So we have a nice, probably the best red light bed on the market. This is a trifecta light bed. So it does red and infrared light therapy. So red light and infrared light are very powerful cellular healers. Helps the powerhouse of the cell, the mitochondria, make more ATP. And helps with oxygen metabolism.
And you give all the medical mumbo jumbo and all the things
I
that...
don't want to make it too scientific, but...
No, but I'm happy to have you do that.
Yeah.
You. But for me, as a patient, it's like coming to like just a resort. Like there's nothing but relaxation and healing taking place here. You know?
No, absolutely.
So, as important as meditation and things are, and you don't always make the time for that, I found being here the time that I would allocate to, you know, meditating while I'm in the bed or while I'm on the magnetic chair. It became me time, and it became like an opportunity for me to gather my thoughts. So not only are you healing my body, but I'm healing my mind by spending the time here. It forces me to have that time alone.
Well, absolutely. I think our environment is so important to healing, and so we do try to create a space where patients can come and be relaxed and take some time for themselves, you know, out of their busy schedule. I mean, you're a super busy guy, so you usually take, you know, what we're here like an hour and a half usually. Going through all the different treatment modalities, but this particular one's about 12 minutes, and you just get to lay in here and get relaxed and take in the healing effects of red light and infrared light therapy, which really on the cellular level is super powerful for healing and regeneration, anti-aging, organ function, and like I said, just cellular health. So 12-minute treatment in here.
Tell them about the Vibrogenics.
Yeah, so Vibrogenics, so this uses frequency healing and vibration. So frequencies were developed by Dr. Strife back in the 1970s, and what he found was our cells are always vibrating. In the setting of illness and pain or any cellular dysfunction, our cells' vibration gets completely screwed up. And so what this does is reintroduce our natural healing frequencies back into the cells, repolarizes the cell membrane, and allows the cells to function more properly. We find it to be extremely helpful to patients. And actually, talk about meditation, when you get on this, you almost get into a trance.
Yeah, you really do. It's the first time you fired that thing up, I didn't know what to expect. I was like, whoa!
Yeah.
Like it's...
Yeah, and so we have these cell exciters here that we can actually put on the area of injury as well, so you get direct frequencies put in. And the vibration's been used for years and years and years as a way to actually get the body to start functioning more naturally.
So, very cool.
Yeah.
Now, the two other treatments that I did, I don't even know the names of them.
Shockwave, acoustic shockwave therapy, and the pulse electromagnetic field therapy.
So which is the one that is slightly painful?
The shockwave, the soft wave therapy.
So shockwave, we've got some examples of that being performed.
Yeah, shockwave, the acoustic shockwave therapy is super powerful. On the cellular level, we're introducing sound waves into the area of injury. That's actually triggering the body to produce more growth factors from the cell itself. It actually triggers the cell to start transcribing genes that make those growth factors. It activates your body's own stem cells. So even if you don't want to get external stem cells, we all have stem cells in our body. So if we can activate those and get them honed into an area of injury, it actually can help quite a bit. And so I've had patients come in that have had 2 to 3 years of a frozen shoulder, frozen knee, back problems. We've done 2 to 3 sessions of just even soft wave, and they've been able to get full range of motion back. So it's becoming really popular actually in our clinic, the soft wave. It can be a little bit painful, but not really.
But it's tolerable. I have a very low pain tolerance, and if I can tolerate it, anybody can.
Yeah.
But that is the only treatment that I received that even had a slight bit of pain associated.
Well, and the good thing about the soft wave therapy is if you do end up getting stem cell or regenerative biologics from us, that machine actually keeps those activated and functioning while they're in your joint. So,
very cool.
Yeah, so they continue to replicate for about 3 to 6 months, and this aids in that quite a bit.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah. Yep, and then the pulse electromagnetic field therapy, so that's been used for a long time. NASA was using it because they were finding when astronauts went into space, they were losing the Earth's magnetic field. Wow. And they were coming back sick, and joint dysfunction, bone density problems, organ dysfunction, flu-like illnesses. So they started putting in pulse electromagnetic field sources into the suits as they went up, and they were coming back healthy. And so now there's been a lot of research done in the pulse electromagnetic field. And so what it does on the cellular level is actually increases the microvascular blood supply about 30 to 40% over one session, and that's sustained for about 18 to 24 hours.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, so the problem with joints is that there's just not great blood flow there to start with, and that's why when you injure a joint, cartilage and ligament takes forever to heal because you just don't have good blood flow. So if you can increase the blood flow, increase the oxygen production or delivery to that area, then you're going to get way better healing and spark the body to start healing those areas. So yeah, so we've had great results, and we find that not only one modality does it, it's kind of the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. So when you stack all of these modalities together and you start getting,
which is like what I did.
Yeah, so everybody gets a 6 to 8 week protocol where they get a lot of these together, different frequencies, obviously different time, different energies, but based on what they need, we tailor it to each patient. But we find that, and then in combination with the regeneratives, that they do really well.
Yeah.
So.
Well, again, I just can't thank you enough and let you know how grateful I am.
No, we were happy to help.
Oh.
I knew when you stopped coming that you were all better.
It's hard to make time for this. So it's a testament to how well I'm doing.
Yeah.
And again, I thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.